What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the FallenRedZeo and back to Hasbro Pulse Con day number 5. And today we're looking at the Star Wars Black Series, Star Wars Return of the Jedi box set. Pretty cool set here, and I wish you could see some more of this. So it has this all black, like just covering thing that slides off like a slip cover. But on the packaging, it's got like cool details. Like over here, it has the Death Star, and then over here, it just got like a bunch of trees and stuff. So a bunch of like the Endor forest, and it kind of continues around on the sides of the box and everything. But again, I don't think you can see any of that. Just you have to be in the right light, and there you can kind of see some of the Death Star and stuff there, and then some of the trees there for Endor. But it's a really cool big box set. So let's go and just slide the cover off because mostly it's just all black. But we can then see some of our figures in there. So there's our first one up where we have Poplu on the speeder bike. Of course, Poplu steals the speeder bike from the Empire and goes right off to cause the distraction. So very cool that we got Poplu there on the speeder bike. And then around on the side here, we have Han and Leia at the Endor bunker when they're trying to, hide from the Imperials and try and break into the bunker. So we have Han there, and then Leia in her camo outfit and stuff. It looks pretty cool. So that's very awesome that we got those two together. And around on the other side, we have Luke Skywalker again in his whole camo outfit with his lightsaber, and he's there in between Endor trees there. And it looks like with him with the lightsaber stuff, it's at the moment when the speeder bike zooming towards him, and he takes his lightsaber and chops the little front thing off of it, and the speeder bike goes crashing. So that's very cool. And around on the back side here, we do have a little story here. But what's really cool about this is you can see it kind of spreads apart, and there's a even cool picture again. I don't know how much you can see, but there's a nice picture of the Death Star there with the Endor forest there separated, and the green looks very awesome. But we can go ahead and take and fold these forward, and it creates a whole scene, which I know I can't fit into this camera at all, but you can kind of make a whole little scene here with Luke on this side, then we've got the Poplu, and then over here at the Endor bunker with Han and Leia. So just very cool. It creates this whole set. It's very big though, and again, I cannot get this to fit at all into the camera, but I'm super excited to check this out. The thing I'm most excited about is the Poplu and the speeder bike, but all the other characters, you know, we've had before. They're just in new outfits and everything. But let's go ahead and get this box open. I want to check it out. Like I said, especially the Poplu I'm most excited about. So let's go ahead and get into it. So here we got our Heroes of Endor set open, and all these figures look really cool. We've had some of these figures before. They're just remakes, just with different outfits and stuff for the Battle of Endor, but pretty cool. So again, in this set, we've got Poplu, Leia, Luke, and Han Solo, and then we get a speeder bike here in the back, which I don't know if this has been updated or not. I do have the original one they made, but it's in a box in storage, so I don't have it to compare to it, but it does look like they've updated it a little bit, but of course we'll look at that. But just a very cool set overall. I really like the look of all these and just the accessories they come with to go with the like camo look for Endor and everything. But let's go and look at each figure, and we'll probably start off with the Poplu and then look at each one through there. So we're starting off here with Poplu, and I love the Ewoks, so I want any Ewok figure they have, and I just love them so much, and I think these figures are really good. Sometimes Ewoks are a little bit funny in action figure form, but I think in the Black Series here, they've done a really good job. So Poplu's obviously an Ewok and a member of the Bright Tree Village, but he's got a nice cream colored leather hood on there, since all the Ewoks wear the little hoods and stuff, and they are pretty much little bears, so obviously we know what they look like. They're just like little tiny bears, but they have hoods on here. So his is obviously the cream leather, as you can see. Then he has all sorts of little feathers and bones and stuff all over his hood. They just kind of decorate it to their own, but then he's just like a basic brown color with some highlights and stuff, like some blonde looking highlights. He's got a belt on around, which has like a little dagger or something there, which unfortunately doesn't come out, it's just molded in there. And then on the other side, he just has this little thing. I have no clue what it is at all, but probably something you could probably just hook something on around there. But then they have the weird little hands, so the little tiny hands there with the 3 fingers and the big fingernails and the 3 little toes. So overall, just absolutely adorable and cute. But let's look at the movement. So his head there can twist just a little bit side to side with the hood on, which I assume you could take off if you could get it off over his ears. You could get more movements, but his head there can just twist side to side a little bit and then look up and look down again. Not a whole lot of range there. So overall, their movements have some issues just because of all their fur and stuff. It doesn't like cooperate with movements, and it kind of gets stuck a lot. But his shoulder does come up there to 90 degrees. Again, you have to get it worked around with his fur and everything, and it can twist around in there as well. And then he's got the single elbow joint here that only bends up about 90 degrees there. So again, not a whole lot of range, but it has the twist in it. And then their wrist can twist around and flex a little bit, but again, not a whole lot of movement in there. Then he's got a twist right at the waist, and that's also where their crunch is, so they can crunch back and forth a little. Then their little tiny legs, the legs come up about 90 degrees there, and then out to the side a little bit. No thigh twist or anything, but it does have a single knee joint that comes up there, again, about a 90-degree bend. So it bends up there, and then also has the twist in it. And then their foot flexes back and forth. And again, it's kind of hard to get them to stand because, like I said, a lot of their movements don't work too well with all their fur and everything. everything, and it don't cooperate very easily. And then as shown, he also comes with those little stick here there. So I like how it has some fur. It looks almost like exactly like his fur, so like they've killed another Ewok and put their fur on a staff. And then it just has the wide design, probably with 2 little sharp points there so they can poke and stab stuff and everything. But you can just slide that into its hand, and it's just overall pretty cool there. And then obviously, as you saw in the box, it comes with the speeder bike. So we also get the speeder bike here, and so you can see the nice speeder bike design. Like, so I don't feel like the other one had the pack, or at least like the colors and everything of it. Again, it's been so long since I've seen that, it's hard to tell. But it's just overall really nice design. I know they've redone the base. Like, they use the same base they have been using with like Marvel Legends and stuff that have the weird design, but it's nice clear base, so it does look like it's hovering, so that's cool. So overall, just a really great design for the speeder bike, and obviously he was sitting on top of it, and he takes the speeder bike and flies off, and it has the scout troopers and stuff get on their bikes and chase after him. And so speaking of, we got some stuff to look at here. So first off, for just Poplu itself, we also have Teebo here, one of the new figures of Teebo, so pretty cool. You can see that we got 2 little Ewoks now. Of course, we haven't got a Wicket yet in the Black series, which is kind of weird, but 2 nice Ewok figures here. Of course, they're the exact same. We haven't done a review yet with the Teebo, but it's still nice to see the 2 here together, the 2 Ewoks that we have so far. And then since we have the speeder bike here, we also have the Imperial Scout Trooper here that can get put onto the speeder bike. We're at least going to try to see, I assume there shouldn't be really any issues, but see if this one will fit. This is, I believe, the Archive Wave one. Now, like I said, I do have the original Scout Trooper with the speeder bike, but it's in storage. So this is my brother's Archive Wave figure, and then we're going to try it out on the speeder bike here. So there I got the Scout Trooper on the speeder bike, and he doesn't seem to fit on properly. I don't have the original one to compare, but I feel he has a lot of issues. Like, he doesn't have much of an ab crunch because he has these pockets on the front of him, so he can't really crunch forward too much. And then his hips don't come up too much, like they don't come up the full 90 degrees, so you can't like get him to like actually sit down on the speeder bike. But other than that, he still fits on it. I don't think it looks too bad. He just looks like he's kind of floating up in the air a little bit, so I don't think that looks too bad at all. So he does fit on it. So if you do have like the Archive Wave one or the more recent one they have here, and you got this set, you can go ahead and stick him on the speeder bike as well if you wanted that. And next up, we've got Luke Skywalker, and again, it's another basic Luke Skywalker figure, and if you can kind of see like under the jacket, it's pretty much just the Luke Skywalker in the all-black outfit from like the ending of Return of the Jedi, so he's all in black throughout this movie, so he just has the camo poncho over the top of him, but it looks pretty cool otherwise. So there's a look at his face. Again, they use the photoreal scanning, you can tell, at least in real life, because it's got all like the graininess and stuff to it, so the Mark Hamill look there. I think it looks pretty good. His hair does look a little bit flat, but that's because he comes with the helmet as well that can go on it, but otherwise, I think the face looks pretty good and decent, nothing too wrong. Again, he has the camo poncho over the top, all over his just all black suit. Of course, his green lightsaber there, his gloved hand, his exposed hand, and then his knee-high black boots as well, which you can go ahead and take the poncho off. It just has the little belt on here. You just have to undo, and then it'll come off because it's only attached here like around on the front and everything, so you can just take and then slide this off. So there we've got Luke now from the end fight scene and everything, and I did go ahead and put the belt back on. I was going to leave it off, but I thought his body looked really weird in the midsection without it, so I just went ahead and popped it back on just to add a little bit of contrast in there, because I think it looks a little bit better with that. It looked a little funny without it. He does look super like skinny and scrawny, of course, which I mean, it is perfect for Luke, but he just doesn't seem as normal. He just looks a little bit funny, so obviously I feel it's made perfectly for that poncho, but I think it just looks a little bit funny. But now without that on though, we can see more of his movements. So like for his head there, can twist all the way around. He can look down and look up pretty well. His shoulders come up 90 degrees there and can rotate around. He's got this single elbow joint there that can only come up 90 degrees, and then his wrist can twist around and flex, and this hand's an up and down, and his other hand is a back and forth. He has a twist there right above the belt and a crunch as well. Hips come up 90 degrees, out to the side a little, thigh twist all the way around, double knee joint that comes up that high, and the foot flexes back and forth. So overall, not a bad design for Luke at all. And then he also has his helmet, as you saw in the picture, and unfortunately with his helmet, in a lot of these figures, the like paint's kind of stuck and everything, so his, like when I was getting it off, kind of peeled some paint or left some paint there around his neck and everything, but you just kind of work it onto his head there, and then you can go ahead and like put the strap up in there, but it fits pretty good. You know, it doesn't seem too funny, it just fits perfectly there right on his head. Doesn't look too big or bulky or anything, fits perfect. So there, now him and Leia are ready to jump on the speeder bike and ride together, so that's pretty cool. Speaking of, we have Leia up next, and again, she's in the camo outfit as well. I really like the look of her poncho because I think it's just got that brighter green color. I think I would just really like that a lot more, but she's designed pretty much like Luke, so just has a poncho that we can take off off and has the belt on holding it, but her belt has a little pocket on and stuff. She comes with a gun here, just some sort of blaster there. There's a look at her face. I think, again, looks pretty good, just like Carrie Fisher, and they did the photoreal thing. I like her hair design there with the braid wrapped all the way around her head and into the buns there on the back. We can go ahead and pop her outfit off too. This time where her little pouches is how it undoes, and then we can just go ahead and slide it off there and then take the poncho off. So there, and I put the belt back on her because, again, it looks a little bit funny without it. So here you can see what her outfit looks like underneath it. So she has this green shirt on. It has, you know, some like Rebel insignias and stuff there. Brown shirt on underneath with the sleeves rolled up, has some pockets on it and stuff. And then some light blue pants with a yellow stripe down it, and black boots that come up pretty high and has a little bit of a heel on it as well. So that's pretty nice overall. I think she looks pretty good. That's an outfit we don't really see too much because you don't really ever see her without her poncho, besides when she's in Bright Tree Village and has the dress on and everything. But of course has the holster there, so we can go and take the gun out of her hand and slide it into the holster. And then for her movements, her head there can twist all the way around and she can look down and up, so pretty decent. Her shoulders come up 90 degrees and can rotate around. And then she has the single elbow joint there that comes up 90 degrees and has the rotation. And then the wrist can twist around and flex. This hand's up and down. The other hand again is back and forth. And it's cool, she does have a little watch on there too. It looks almost like an Apple Watch to me. And then she has the twist right at the waist and then the ab crunch as well. Hips up 90 degrees out to the side pretty far. She can do the splits. Then she's got the thigh twist there and the single knee joint that only comes up 90 degrees there but has the rotation as well. And then the foot can flex back and forth and twist side to side. But again, just like Luke, I think she looks much better with the poncho on overall with this entire outfit. But again, the Leia looks really good, and she also comes with her helmet as well, just like Luke. So again, it's the same way. You just have to take and get it slid onto her head. And again, it fits pretty tight onto her head and doesn't look too bad at all. Not too big or bulky. It looks really good there on Leia. And our final figure of the set is Han Solo, and we've had him multiple times before and pretty much in this same outfit, just his standard like Han Solo outfit that we saw in episode 4 and Return of the Jedi. So pretty basic, overall outfit we've seen multiple times. There's the look at his face. I don't think it looks too bad. I don't think this is the best version of it for Harrison Ford. It looks like he maybe has some sort of like little mustache or some sort of like hair growing in there. At least they have some dark spots there on his upper lip. And then there's some issues going on with his forehead with some weird lines. You probably can't see them. But I think overall the Han Solos look pretty good. I think they look pretty dead spot on. Like I said, I don't think this one's the best, but it's not too bad either. But underneath he has the white button-up shirt there with the collar a little bit open. His black vest over the top, and some of the paint kind of came off being stuck onto the vest and everything. He has a belt on there, and then a holster belt here with some stuff on the sides, and the holster here for the gun, the brown pants with the yellow stripes, and the knee-high black Imperial boots and everything. Just pretty standards all overall for Han Solo. And since he doesn't have any of his Endor camo on, we can go ahead and see his movements here first. So his head there can twist all the way around, look down and look up. Shoulders come up 90 degrees and can rotate around. Single elbow joint there up to 90 degrees and the twist. Wrist twist around and flex. Again, this one's up and down. Then he's got an ab crunch and twist there. And the hips come up 90 degrees out to the side a little bit. He has a thigh twist, but with this one having the holster, it doesn't twist too well, but we can twist this one all the way around. Double knee joint that comes up that far. And the foot flexes and can twist side to side. And for his Endor outfit, he has the camo trench coat here that we have. So we'll go ahead and slide this onto him. So there, got the coat on him. And I think he definitely looks the worst out of all of them. As I mentioned, I like the others with their Endor camo on, but his I don't think fits very well. They just didn't design it too well. And then in the movie, he has it open. So it's not like closed around him or anything. So we don't get a belt or anything that does it, no buttons or anything. And then the collar kind of sticks up. So I just kind of got it to lay down a little bit flat. And it just seems way too big and bulky. So this is like an issue with like the fabric clothing with figures and stuff. It just doesn't look too well all the time. So obviously not the best look overall, but it's not absolutely horrible. You can still tell what's from and what it's supposed to be. So it's not too bad. It just does not look very good. So that's going to be it for this Star Wars Black Series Heroes of Endor set from Hasbro Pulse Con. And I think this is a pretty fun set overall. It's fun to get the characters in their camo outfits and awesome to get the speeder bike with Poplu on there. So that's just very cool overall. I really did enjoy this set. But let me know what you thought of this set in the comments down below, and let me know if you picked up this set or not. But thank you all for watching. Remember, stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in the next one.